I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right, we're doing messages from Spirit. We've got 3 piles, as is usual. Pile 1, we have Strength with the Gladiolus. You have a Jade pillar. Pile 2, you are the Oleander with strong boundaries, and you have a clear quartz crystal. And pile 3, you are Warrior Princess with the Nasturtium, and you have a rose quartz crystal pillar there. If you would like to choose with your zodiacs, let's do that. Well, let's do the middle pile first. We're just going to switch it up. We have Aries, yes, Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Libra. And for pile 3, we have Taurus, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Gemini. And for pile 1, that leaves us with Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, and Leo. Alrighty, guys, pause if you need to take some time with this. Timestamps are down in the description, and I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1 with your Jade pillar. Put that there. If you chose with your zodiac, we have Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, and Virgo. We'll just push those over there. And your main card with Gladiolas, meaning strength, representing strength. And what does Spirit have to say to you? We have Cedar, Stability with Oak. Interesting. Huh. Datura, Illusion. I'm going to... Yep, we're just going to do it like this. Willingness. Joyful with Elevate. And the Pansy with Sweet Thoughts. Okay, don't have to be quite so squishied. I chose for this reading to do floral fauna, not fauna. Is it fauna? Foliage, the F words, I don't know. I chose to do nature, basically, to get all the cards that I had that I could find that really had some kind of nature involved. Foliage involved. We've got trees, we've got flowers. I do need to look up, I don't know what Datura is. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So I do need to look up that one. But otherwise, are there any numbers? In case you're into numerology, let's get the numbers going. We have 45, 52, and that's it. So not many of these cards have numbers. The Oak with Stability, the Joyful card with Elevate does have a trigger statement and true statement. I'll read those for you. Trigger statement is I feel so low. True statement is I persevere. And it has a little mentioning down here. Release the worry and fear and allow confidence, trust, and strength to take you to your goal. Interesting, because you have strength here as well. Okay, and then Sweet Thoughts with the Pansy has a quote from It's Unknown. Says, pray you love, remember. And there are pansies, that's for thoughts. Okay, it's cute. I definitely initially am getting this connection between the illusion and the joyful card. the immediate thing is, what do we think strength looks like? What does society think strength looks like? The people around us? And how is that an illusion? To give a very easy example, I think, is a lot of people will think that strength looks like being firm and kind of in your face and determined and strong, charged, raw, right? But there can be quiet, calm strength. There can be fierceness in someone that is very soft. So, to show the opposite side of that, the flip of the coin, some people that appear to us as soft, weak, meek, maybe humble, shy, stuff like that, oftentimes aren't seen as strong. But that doesn't mean diddly squat, right? We can be strong even though we're soft and gentle. A lot of people that have gone through tough stuff aren't necessarily in your face, raw with determination. A lot of them are very soft, gentle people because they know they've been through it. So that's the first thing I'm getting here, is that illusion of what does strength look like. And does it have to look like what we think it does, right? It doesn't. There are different types. Okay, I do need to read up on this card, so I will come right back to you guys. Alrighty, so it's actually very interesting how this all kind of ties in together. Of course it does. Of course it does. It's reading, right? Anyway, I did read up on this card, and because it's just the way that it says things, I want to read it to you. So it has 3 different messages, and so I will read those messages. It's the Cedar card. Analyze your foundation. Is it solid and strong, or unstable and prone to decay, falling apart over time? Scent is a powerful thing. It's invisible, yet a smell can affect our mental and emotional state, conjure up old memories, and give a deeper layer of atmosphere to a room. Cedar reminds us that scent is a simple yet wondrous tool to use for our workings. And then the last one is, even if you are feeling alone, there's a legion of ancestors and spirits around you. Sorry, my alarm just went off and I had to take care of that. Medication time, woohoo. All right, so even if you are feeling alone, there is a legion of ancestors and spirits around you. Have faith in yourself, muster up some courage, and cleanse away those fears. So that was Cedar. Very interesting that it brought up whether you're feeling stable, and it's right next to the oak of stability, right? And with your strength card, strong and stable. The Datura card speaks of several things as well. So there are key parts, but the main message of it is that no matter what, it's time to kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture. See what might be missing, what might you need to be paying more attention to. It often talks about sleep or dreams, and also projects. Like, it can be dreams in the sleep state, and it can also be dreams as in the goal or achievement type. Underneath that card is this willingness card. So it is causing me to wonder, are you willing? Have you not been willing to take a bigger look? Maybe this is causing frustration. Maybe you've been a little bit closed off instead of seeing the larger, grand picture. Or someone in your life is. I do think it's interesting that we end with sweet thoughts over here, because we've got such a again, what we think, this catching myself here, that we as society believe that strength is so, it's bombing into your life. It's solid and stands firm and determined and war. You know, it's not exactly war, but strength, right? And sweet thoughts and pansies is like the opposite of what we would think of strength as we've been raised to believe and think of it. So there's a key thing for you guys here with this, is that I think there's two sides, right? So either you are the meeker type and you're not being seen as strong, but you need to remember that you are because of all that you've gone through. Or you are the type that is more, how do I say that? Standing firm and traditionally strong. And you might be viewing someone else as not that way. Or that could be, that's highly, actually, it's probably what it is. I would encourage, because of this reading, to remember that everyone has a story. To remember that just because someone appears one way to you doesn't mean that's what's going on inside of them. We cannot help this fully because this is just human nature, but we have to remember we view people with our own lens. We can be wrong. This is everybody. We can be wrong with how we're looking at someone, what we think we're assuming that they're like, right? Remember, everyone has a story. There's so much more. It's so much deeper than what's on the surface, right? You would want that for yourself, right? You would want someone to go, okay, no, let me take a deeper look at you, at this person. So do that for others. Okay. Now that we've gotten that all out of the way, those are the two main issues, main topics that Spirit wanted to convey. Let's see if Spirit says anything else. I'm gonna settle in more. Settle in. Taking a deep breath, full of incense. I am getting a connection to these two cards now. The Datura and the Joyful card. Datura is calling you to take a step back and look at more. Find more, right? If it's dreams, sleep dreams, pay attention to your dreams. If it's a project, take a step back and what are other angles you need to go at. And so it's being encouraged to bring joy into it. And there is something that is taking the joy away. Yeah. And I'm actually feeling a little sick. Let me check in though. Is that with the incense or is that with the card? It's both. Okay. I'll take it. So that means to me, there's something that is not serving you. There is something that, it could be that you're feeling physically sick. There's something maybe that you're eating that you might have an issue with. Maybe a particular person, and you need to get down and dirty was going to come out of my mouth, down to the details. You need to have more vulnerability, you two together, have a conversation. But there is something that is not going well that needs to be turned around and can be joyful. So it's either something that needs to be removed and will bring more joy into your life. For example, sugar, right? Maybe you've been eating way too much sugar lately and you got to kind of cut back on that. There's an easy example. And then the one I said about maybe the person you're working with on a project and you need to get deeper with them. Be the bigger person. I want to encourage that. I hate saying it this way, but the truth is it's how it is. Be the bigger person. Be the person that's willing to be vulnerable, be transparent, be authentic, honest, all of these things that they're not necessarily easy. And forthcoming with this. Be willing to go through the pain to get to the good. Yeah, yep. Yeah, this illusion card is coming up again, and there's really this whole thing of there's more to it. There's more to it that you're not looking at the moment. And this could be in regards to yourself. This could be in regards to a family member, a friend, a loved one, whatever it is. There's more to it than what you're seeing. So open yourself up. Allow for part of being the bigger person is allowing for the fact that maybe you didn't see things right. So it's okay to be wrong. It's okay. You learn, we grow, oh, whoops, I got that wrong. Okay, this is how it really is. Great, now I know. It's that simple. It is that simple. We do not have to take things on and, oh no, I'm not perfect anymore. I'm horrid. That's baloney. That's BS. Get rid of that. We don't need shame. Shame can take a hike, right? And that's massive strength right there. That is massive strength. To be able to say, whoops, I was wrong. Let's move on. I've learned. That's a person I want to be around. I'm getting something very specific now, so this definitely isn't for everyone. Something about this card was bringing up a sunset, sunrise. Obviously, everyone's like, oh yeah, those are beautiful, everyone. But there is someone listening that this is very important to you. This is more meaningful to you than anything I've said yet, right? There's something about sunset, sunrise. I don't know if it's like someone you've lost, a loved one, a family member, a mother. Maybe there's a quote that has one of those words in it. There's something important to you. And this is not a specific message for you. This is just coming up to remind you, you're being seen, you're being cared for. There are spiritual things at work in your life that you can rely on. Okay, anything else? All right, all right. So looking at the stability card, it's the oak, and look, the way that it was gonna come out of my mouth is look how stable this dude is, even with all this shit in his face. So it is. It's like stay strong, stay planted, grounded with the deepest roots, no matter what comes your way. And for me personally, that's a lot about trusting the process, trusting that life has a way, trusting that there are spiritual beings at work in your life, trusting that you're going to learn and grow. That's how you remain grounded. That's how you remain solid. For me, anyway. There, I'm also getting this kind of the same message now with the cedar card, which is that there's these swirls of energy in it, of like wind, and it's like, which way are we going? We're gonna be knocked around and all that, but here's the okay, so here's the imagery that's coming with the wind. Even if you want to bring in a fire, things happen, and sometimes tree limbs will break off, and fire will cause the pine cones to open up and bring forth the seed, right? So new growth happens from being knocked around, from the crap, from the shit in the face, from the crap that happens to us. New growth happens, new life. And I again am being drawn to this combination here. There's something about that newness, that new life, for whatever it is your situation is at the moment. They're encouraging this like new outlook, or look at a different way of going about it. Sweet thoughts. Sweet thoughts. Yep. Okay. All right, guys. That is it. I truly hope that this was a blessing for you. I hope that regularly you feel seen, heard, loved, understood, cherished, all of those wonderful things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Pile 2 with your clear quartz pillar. And if you chose with your zodiac, we have Libra, Scorpio, Aries, and Aquarius. And your card of strong boundaries with the oleander. I believe that says oleander, I'm guessing, because it doesn't look like an O, but anyway. All right, we have Grace with a hydrangea. Birch. Let's do this one. We have Buttercup. Be present. Be spontaneous. All right. Grounding. Okay. And then we have Trumpet Gentian with power and healing. Interesting. So for this reading, I decided to go ahead and do all my nature type decks of cards here. Florals, you know, trees. We've got trees here, trees, and all the rest. And this is hello, essential oil oracle cards. So for me, that was nature based. So anyway, I just thought it would be kind of fun little theme going there. Okay, so we have strong boundaries, grace, be present, grounding, be spontaneous, buttercup, and power and healing. Okay. I will need to look up these two cards. I mean, I could give you, there will be oracle messages for sure, but I also want to see if there's anything that needs to be said within the book's guidance. There is I feel like there's two separate messages happening. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go read these first, and that way I know which is which. So I will be right back. Alrighty. Alrighty. So this card actually has two meanings, and they are the exact opposite. One is to take a step back and be patient, and the other is to go forward and charge forward towards your goals. So I do feel that is, it's almost like this is the middle card with your two different situations. We have got boundaries which to me is saying there's some kind of, whether it's family, friendship, partner, whatever, loved one relationship, there's some kind of boundary that needs to be made or has been made. There's some kind of, and then with the Birch card, judgment happening, right? And you are being called to give grace, to step away from any kind of drama with it. It doesn't have to be dramatic, and to show grace. That's what's being encouraged here. And then we've got the go forward portion. Go forward, be spontaneous. But within this, I do feel it's also saying, how do I word this best? It's, oftentimes I get concepts or even visuals, but like, I don't get specific words. My brain has to come out with the words. So, being present and grounding to me are very similar things. For some people, that might be the exact same thing. But being spontaneous and being present and grounding, it almost seems like they don't work together, but they do. They do. It's saying that when you are being spontaneous, make sure that you stay grounded. Make sure that you're not just flying off the handle, not just in your spontaneity choosing to go crazy and doing things that you might regret. It's it's still saying to be mindful. I am going to go ahead and read this card. So grounding says rooted. There's a trigger statement, true statement. Trigger statement is I am somewhere else. True statement is right here, now, everything is perfect. And then it has a little snippet down here. Allow your energy to shift to the material plane where it is needed to help you complete what you have set out to do. And then we have an unknown quote with the trumpet gentian that says, to get what you love, first you have to be patient with what you have. I do feel like this is more towards this portion, the card, the being patient. Okay, let me put it this way. The quote is towards this. Being patient is dealing with this judgment aspect of life, the boundaries, whatever is going on over here that you need to have grace for and be patient with. People learn at different paces, and some people it takes multiple times to kind of understand and get something. And that could mean a lot of conversations, guys. It could be almost annoying, but like I told pile one, be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. Be the one willing to go through the yuck to get to the good, right? Yeah, okay. And then I'm getting the power and healing is for both portions. There is a lot of power and healing in being willing to be patient and have grace with someone that is struggling and possibly judging you, and maybe seeing it through a lens that isn't quite, for them, that's what they see and that's what they believe. But for you, it's not the same. So there's a lot in having conversations and both of you being transparent and saying, oh no, this is what I meant, or oh no, like no assumptions made. You gotta like not have assumptions. But a lot of power and healing in that. And then the same with this, in letting go and being able to be spontaneous, but at the same time mindful. It's really freeing. you don't want the mindfulness to be this weight hanging around your neck. You don't always have to be mindful. You know, screw that, guys. We're human. We make mistakes. We need to have a lot of freedom. We need freedom. It's what helps us to learn and grow and enjoy. So allow yourself to have those things. Look at the mindfulness, look at the being present and the grounding as I'm just ensuring the best for myself. When you choose to do something for your benefit, it's way easier if you look at it that way rather than saying, oh my God, I've got to do this freaking diet. I don't want to be on it, blah, blah, blah. You know, we all hate that. We don't like it. It's hard. It's not easy. So change the way that you see it and allow it to be a positive influence on your life within your spontaneity. Well, that was really short and quick. I felt like that closed, but let's ask Spirit. Is there anything specific, please, Spirit, that you have? Okay. Okay. Immediately I was reminded of my own pain that I have in my shoulder, physical pain, muscular stuff, and that somebody is also dealing with physical pain. And so what is it you would like for me to deliver to them, please? For those dealing with physical pain. Oh, wow. Well, that's a whole different message. Okay. Oh. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself. Have grace towards yourself. Your body is doing things. It's not easy. It sucks. It sucks a lot. And these strong boundaries you might have to have with yourself. You might have to say, you know what? This affects me in this way, so I can't do it. And that's okay because I'm doing the best for my body. You are not weak. Don't have the judgment. You are not weak because your body is struggling. You are having experience in this human life and you are learning from it. Period. You still have a lot to offer. That right there, I just got huge body chills. That was the thing that needed to be said. You have a lot to offer. Yeah, I am. Okay. I do feel the need to draw some cards for you guys. So let me grab a deck. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I am back with cards. Probably gonna make noise here. I need to scooch in my chair. Okay. Okay, guys. It felt really important to remind you that you are worth more, that you have a lot to offer still, regardless of the judgments you put on yourself. And so we're going to go ahead and just go. Yes, okay. That one. And you know, this could be for everybody. This doesn't have to be just for the people dealing with physical pain. It's good stuff for anyone, right? Oh, okay. We have Divine Light, and it says, I am an expression of love, and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. Beautiful. And this one says, it's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. So remember to not judge your body for what it's doing. Or even those of you that, again, with not the physical pain, but like, heck, aren't we all just freaking tired right now? It's like the whole world is going through a major change and we're all exhausted on an energy level, and there's not a whole lot that can be done about it at the moment as things change. Anyway. Anything else, please? Spirit, anything else? When's the last, okay, this is what I'm hearing. When's the last time you bought yourself a bouquet? I know that it can be different because whatever season you're in, and heck, if you don't want to spend the money on bouquet, why don't you just go out and grab some foliage? And God, here's an example. Here's an example. I have this plant that grows in my backyard that is a calla lily, right? So it has these big, huge green leaves that are long, and then as it's done for the season, they all fall over. But before they get gross, I cut a bunch of them and I put them in a vase on my table, and then I have this huge like fan of green just going out everywhere. I mean, it looks gorgeous, and all I'm doing is using something that's about to die. So maybe find something that works for you that way if you don't want to spend the money. Go out to the park, whatever is nearby, the woods, I don't know. But it can even be something really small and simple, like drying a few lavender sprigs and putting them in a tiny little container. And it's sweet and it's cute, and it reminds you. It reminds you of beauty, and you like to smell it. So that's what I'm hearing. No, okay. I am being told it's time to put this to a close. So it was a short, sweet one, kind of. Today, I really hope, you guys, that you've been blessed by this. I hope that you feel loved and seen and heard and cherished and all those wonderful things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 3 with your rose quartz pillar. Put that over there. And if you chose with your zodiac, we have Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, and Sagittarius. And your card was the Nasturtium with Warrior Princess. Let's see what Spirit wants to say. We have Cleansing with Lavender. Oh, that's right. You guys got a different... Okay, all right. We have Bloom with Squash Blossoms. Yeah, this will be on the end. We have Monk's Hood. And then we will squish these guys. Chamomile. Sacred Lotus with Enlightenment. Well-being. And Massage with Ease. Hope that's being seen. Alrighty. I swear to you guys, it really, like, the camera angle, and then in combination with these glasses that I wear, the readers, makes everything look wonky to me. So to me, this is straight, but on the camera, that looks more straight. So anyway, forgive me. I'm sure you guys don't even care, and I'm sitting here being anal about it. Okay. Warrior Princess. Cleansing, Blooming, Chamomile, Enlightenment, Massage. So massage has a trigger statement and a true statement. The trigger statement is, I have to make this work. The true statement is, I am at ease with life. And then it also says, you need to ease your grip on life so that it can lead the way. There's an outcome brighter than you can imagine. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so then we've got this kind of thing happening here with easing up. It's good for your well-being, right? And the lotus, no mud, no lotus. No dirt, no crap, no pain, hardship, no beauty, no growth. So it's almost like letting it happen, having ease, knowing that these waves of life are going to happen. We'll go this way so you can see it better. I do want to read up on chamomile and monkshood, and get more of a feel for these two. I mean, I have my own thoughts on this, but I know nothing about this at all. So let me go look at those and I will be right back. Okay, guys. So both the chamomile and the monk's hood kind of go with the concept I was just talking about with the sacred lotus, with the no mud, no lotus. They don't just kind of, it goes, but I would like to read to you a portion of monk's hood. It's the last message it gives. It says, Monkshood embodies the saying, the witch who cannot hex cannot heal. Magic is neither black nor white, good nor bad. It's how we apply it and take responsibility for our actions that matter most. One person's poison can be another person's miracle cure, all from the same source. There is such depth to this one, to this reading. I don't even know if I can fully go into it myself. You can only take it as far as you can, right? So, Spirit, I ask you to help me have the right words for this, to portray this in the way that will help others understand. Oftentimes we look at things that are negative in our life as harmful, as hurtful, as bad, as evil. It's not always the case. My heart is hurting with this one. It depends on what your belief is. So let's do, this might be triggering, but again, I love you guys, but if you're being triggered, I'm glad because it means you have healing. This is an opportunity for healing. So let's use an example. Let's use abuse. Someone that's been abused in some way can find actual full healing. They can go through the process of life, being triggered, healing each time that they're being triggered, going through it all, getting counseling, all of this stuff, years and years down the road, have full healing, and then can be at a place where they are grateful for what they have learned. That, to me, is the epitome of what we're talking about here. We all would agree that abuse is bad, right? It's bad, it's evil, it's wrong, it's negative. We all agree on that. And it's not toxic positivity to learn how to see the good that comes out of things that aren't good. There is another bit of a more difficult subject with this reading. which can go along the same lines as what we were just discussing, but it's a little bit different. So what we were just discussing, we didn't hit the spiritual side of it. We just kind of hit like physical things that happen, you know, relationships, psychological stuff. There are spiritual entities that people deal with that are bad, are evil. And this is where I believe this cleansing card is coming in, and this warrior princess and the monk's hood, because monk's hood also discusses that you shouldn't always trust everything. Not everything is hunky-dory all the time, right? We have down times, we have lows, we have highs. Life is chaotic, isn't it? Can we just take that moment and look at the beauty that life is just because of all that it encompasses? The same situation can cause one person to go down a path that would be wonderful for them, and another person to go down a path that could be horrid. Both will learn, both will grow. We don't always know what the answer is, what the right way to go is. Personally, and maybe this will be helpful for you, I really believe that it's not even about that. I believe that we're here to just experience and grow. Like, that's what it's about, which entails happiness, which entails sadness, abuse sometimes, the difficulties of life and the beauties of life. I am really being called, though, to bring up, this is not everybody. Please know this. You are not in danger. You need to know that as well. Some of you do need cleansing, though, because there are negative energies, negative spiritual beings, whatever it is. Energies kind of stick in places sometimes, and we need to clean. We need to clean house, right? So some of you need to be cleansed because there is some negativity happening that's kind of sticking. And I am getting a future reference with this now, that this warrior princess, you'll go through the cleansing and you've got this bloom happening afterwards. This massive, this isn't just a bloom. Look at how many blooms. It's not just one bloom, guys. You're going to be blooming like crazy. Yep, and there's the chills. So chills usually happen for me when something is very strongly needs to be said or hugely truthful. Taking a moment, guys. Sorry. Checking in. Don't struggle so much. They're reminding you of the ease. It's just because you go through these things that are negative, you can still have an ease with it. You can still have, because what it is it's remembering in your own yourself within that we're going to have these stages in life, that we're going to experience this and then have growth and then have beauty and then be on the up stage, the up cycle. So it's just a reminding of yourself to let go, release. It's so much better for your well-being. This is huge for you guys to ease up on not, it doesn't have to be a certain way. It doesn't, remember, just that's what keeps coming through. Just remember there are cycles. There are cycles to everything. I did not give you guys, I just realized I didn't give you guys numbers in case you're interested in numerology. We have 38, 53, and 49. I think I completely forgot with pile 2. Whoops. Okay, all right. So now I'm getting Love Conquers All. I got it when I looked at this. It seems like just such a cliche thing to say, but I think that when you come down to it, when you actually pay attention to all the different things that happen in life and how things get resolved, and you know, the negative doesn't stay negative. Love conquers. It becomes positive again. But it still has its place. It's still needed for us to grow, right? I hope I didn't lose you guys there. It's not an easy, it's not an easy thing to fully accept, especially when you're in the middle of it. Oh, wow. I just realized. I don't know about monkshood, but everything else is edible. The lotus is used medicinally, so is chamomile, but also just in teas, it's edible. Squash blooms can be eaten. Lavender can be edible, also used in medicinal purposes. Nasturtium is edible. So there might be a lot for you guys on your well-being with what you're eating, with what you're ingesting and putting into your system here. That could also, yep, I'm getting a huge cleansing about what you're eating. Huge cleansing. Is this coming? Is this no matter what going to happen? Yes. Okay. Okay. Can you please offer, do they need to do something to initiate to, okay. All right. Because there's so many, there's different people listen, right? So some of you, you will be kind of going through your own diet yourself and figuring things out. Others of you, your body is just doing something weird. I don't know what's going on, but it's doing something and it's changing. So it will change. And so there's nothing you're actually needing to truly focus on. Just know that maybe you've been struggling. I don't know how to, I'm getting too much clarity, please. Clarity, please. Okay, I'm just getting a message right now that just says trust in the spiritual world. Just trust them. So yeah, I'm not getting that this is massively like you have to work on this now. It's not forceful. It's ease. It's gentleness. It will happen over time. Some of it might be you, some of it might be spiritual stuff, some of it just might be things that are out of your control, what you're around, what you're being fed, you know, I don't know, but yeah. Okay, I'm being drawn back to this card, not because of well-being, but because of the imagery here. I'll try and show you that. To me, it's like having a canopy over you while you're in the water, floating on a river or something. There's nature, rest. I'm not getting freedom. I want to say freedom, but the feeling is not exactly free. It's more like you're considering something and it's heavy within you, but you're taking time from it. You're taking time to get out in nature to rest your body, your mind, your soul, to like I just see this kayaking kind of thing happening, or maybe just a gentle walk and not thinking about what's been on your heart, that you're giving space to it. You're trusting source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, higher power. Yep. That brings you so much ease, and it brings you more well-being. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Nope, we're good. Okay, guys, I really hope this has been a blessing for you. Truly, I hope that you feel seen, heard, loved, understood, cherished, all those amazing things. And I'll see you guys next time.